Command Sergeant Major Turner, senior leaders, command teams, distinguished guests, friends, and relatives. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for our 13th Fox class from Bravo Battery, 1st Battalion, 78th Field Artillery, United States Army. Today marks the completion of our soldiers' demanding coursework. This is their day to take their place among the fully trained and ready Army. Soldiers, today you join the ranks of the United States Army Field Artillery, a proud warrior class whose history began with a few simple cannons and has evolved into a complex system of short and long-range missiles and howitzer systems with increasing capabilities. In a time of turmoil and challenge, you rose above many others, stepped forward, and took an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Each of you have undergone rigorous training, tireless efforts, and of course, sleepless nights. You will now take your place among the most lethal army in the world with a proud heritage and a devotion to the free. Our graduating soldiers now follow in the footsteps of many proud service members. The soldiers before you, once civilians, have been transformed into eager young soldiers ready to learn, grow, and soon enough, ready to lead the future of the field artillery. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to have with us a very special guest speaker for today's graduation, Captain Benjamin R. Azor. Please give a warm and humble welcome to Captain Benjamin R. Azor.
Good morning, distinguished guests, family members, and graduates of Bravo Battery. I'm honored to have the privilege of addressing you here today. First, I would like to congratulate the graduates of Class 9 and 10, 2024. Each and every one of you has met the Army standard, qualifying as trained 13 Foxes or Joint Fire Support Specialists. I'm proud of your commitment to our nation and wish to extend you my gratitude in volunteering for a service at a time when so many of your peers did not. You are now part of a great legacy, from the pioneering of mobile artillery in Sweden nearly 400 years ago, to the beyond line-of-sight bombardments of the First World War, and the modern-day goal of first-round fire for effect. The field artillery continues to be the king of battle, shaping the battlefield and assuring the victory of the United States Army before the infantry can close with and destroy the enemy. Represented here today is the beginning and end of the artillery kill chain. The 13 Foxes are the eyes of the team, spotting and targeting our adversaries. Without you, the howitzers and mortars cannot shoot further than the crews can see. Your knowledge of the battle space will provide commanders situational awareness, prevent tragedies of fratricide, and synchronize deadly effects on the enemy. You are the embodiment of the field artillery and the bridge between maneuver and artillery forces. All of you are critical to the team of teams that is the United States Army. Nearly 5 years ago, I stood where you stand today. I was graduating my basic course on my way to my first unit at Fort Sill. I was excited and nervous. I was full of anticipation and unsure if I was up to the job I was trained for. I had the pleasure of being a fire direction officer, a platoon leader, a battery executive officer, and a battery commander. With the benefit of hindsight, let me share some things I learned from my first assignment that may help you with yours. First, the adage, right time, right place, right uniform, never stops being true. Being the soldier is hard sometimes. It's even harder when you're late, lost, and don't have the correct equipment for the job at hand. Consider consistently being squared away will show your leadership that you can be trusted faster than anything else. It's the best skills you can master as a private joining your first unit. Second, simply do the right thing. One of the things you learned in basic training and in AIT was discipline. Do not forget it the moment you walk into your first duty station. There will be times when you are tired and want to take shortcuts. There will be times you are tempted to lie to save yourself some trouble. You will have opportunities to get into all kinds of bad situations on your off time. Remember, you are expected to live the Army values at all times, on or off duty. The nation expects nothing less of us. Don't let them down. If all else fails, be the soldier your grandmother or little brother thinks you are. Third, you'll be okay. In this room, there are future fire support NCOs, drill sergeants, platoon sergeants, first sergeants, and sergeant majors. If you have the drive, if you have the work ethic, if you have the courage to stretch yourself and accept challenges as they come, you can rise to all of these positions. There will be days when you struggle. There will be setbacks along the way and times when you will be discouraged. The best thing to remember is that nothing builds a team like shared suffering. And the sun will rise on another challenge to be conquered tomorrow. With that in mind, the world is more dangerous and complicated today than it has been for some time. Unfortunately, the stabilities of the 90s and early 2000s have given way to conditions that look far more like the great power competitions of the Cold War. You stand part of an honored legacy of defending freedom of not only our nation, but the world at large. In the words of former President Ronald Reagan, above all, we must realize that no arsenal or no weapon in the arsenals of the world is so formidable as the will and moral courage of free men and women. It is a weapon our adversaries in today's world do not have. It is a weapon that we as Americans do have. Thank you for your commitment to our nation, your courage to stand in its defense, and the work you have already done. I look forward to seeing you in the force, standing shoulder to shoulder with you against the threats of our day. Bloodhounds, teamwork, cornerstone, fire strong, king of battle.
The Honor Graduate Private Bagnell is now presenting Captain Zora with a certificate of appreciation on behalf of the 1st Battalion, 78th Field Artillery Regiment. Please join me in a well-deserved round of applause. While the true power of the United States Army Field Artillery is not fully felt by simple description, we would like to present a short video in tribute to our soldiers' training and perhaps a small glimpse into our daily tasks. A look, if you will, into the heart of an artillery soldier.